If you're eating heart-healthy foods every day because you think they're protecting your arteries, I need you to stop and watch this carefully. Because some of the most trusted foods in the grocery store, foods with labels like natural, low-fat, plant-based, cholesterol-free, and made with whole grains, may be quietly pushing your artery health in the wrong direction. And here's the dangerous part. They don't clog your arteries overnight. They do it slowly, by raising LDL cholesterol, spiking blood sugar, increasing triglycerides, driving inflammation, and raising blood pressure. Today, I'm going to show you 5 so-called heart-healthy foods that can actually damage your arteries after 50, what to eat instead, and the one label trick you must never fall for again. Welcome to 5-Minute Fitness Play, where we break down fitness, nutrition, and healthy aging in plain language. Before we start, one important note. If your doctor has prescribed cholesterol, blood pressure, or heart medication, do not stop taking it because of a YouTube video. Food is powerful, but it works alongside medical care, not as a reckless replacement. Now let's talk about what really clogs arteries. Plaque is not just fat stuck in a pipe. It forms when LDL particles enter the artery wall, become oxidized, trigger inflammation, and create a buildup over time. So the foods we're covering today are dangerous because they feed that process. Let's start with the first one. The first food is store-bought granola. Granola sounds healthy. It has oats, nuts, seeds, maybe dried fruit, and the package often says things like whole grain, natural, or high fiber. But here's what most people miss. Many granolas are basically dessert wearing a health halo. A single serving can contain added sugar from honey, maple syrup, brown rice syrup, cane sugar, or agave. And the serving size is usually tiny, sometimes just a quarter or half cup. Most people pour 2 or 3 servings without realizing it. Why does this matter for arteries? Because high added sugar intake can raise triglycerides, worsen insulin resistance, increase belly fat, and lower HDL cholesterol. That combination is especially dangerous after 50 because it increases the risk of metabolic syndrome, one of the strongest drivers of heart disease. And if the granola is made with refined oils and sweetened dried fruit, the calorie load gets even higher. Here's the better option. Choose plain rolled oats or steel-cut oats. Add your own walnuts, chia seeds, cinnamon, and berries. If you want sweetness, use a small amount, not a sugar bath. Oats are heart healthy because they contain beta-glucan fiber. Granola is only heart healthy if it's low in added sugar and eaten in a controlled portion. The second food is fruit juice and bottled smoothies. This one fools millions of people. You see orange juice, apple juice, green juice, or a smoothie that says 100% fruit, and you think this must be good for my heart. But here's the problem. Fruit juice removes or reduces much of the fiber and concentrates the sugar. One glass of orange juice can contain the sugar of several oranges, but without the same fiber structure that slows absorption. That means faster glucose spikes, more insulin demand, and in many people, higher triglycerides over time. And triglycerides matter. They're not just a number on your blood test. High triglycerides are strongly linked with insulin resistance, fatty liver, and increased cardiovascular risk. Now, whole fruit is different. Whole oranges, apples, berries, and pears come packaged with fiber, water, antioxidants, and chewing resistance. Your body handles them very differently. The mistake is drinking fruit like soda and calling it wellness. What to do instead? Eat whole fruit. Prioritize berries, apples, citrus, and pears. If you make a smoothie, build it correctly: protein, fiber, and healthy fat. For example, Greek yogurt or protein powder, berries, spinach, chia seeds, and water or unsweetened milk. Avoid bottled smoothies with 40, 50, or even 60 grams of sugar. That is not a heart health drink. That is a blood sugar spike in a bottle. The third food is coconut oil. This one became famous because it's natural, plant-based, and popular in keto and wellness circles. But natural does not always mean artery-friendly. Coconut oil is extremely high in saturated fat. In fact, it contains more saturated fat than butter. And saturated fat raises LDL cholesterol in many people. LDL matters because LDL particles are the main particles that carry cholesterol into the artery wall. The more LDL particles circulating over time, the more opportunity there is for plaque formation, especially when inflammation, high blood pressure, or insulin resistance are also present. Some people say, but coconut oil raises HDL too. That may be true, but raising HDL does not cancel out raising LDL. Major heart organizations, including the American Heart Association, advise limiting coconut oil because of its LDL raising effect. This does not mean 1 teaspoon will destroy your arteries. But using coconut oil every day because you think it is heart healthy is a mistake, especially if your LDL is already elevated. What to use instead? Use extra virgin olive oil for salads and low to medium heat cooking. Use avocado oil when higher heat is needed. These are rich in unsaturated fats, which are consistently associated with better cardiovascular outcomes when they replace saturated fats. Coconut oil is fine as an occasional flavor ingredient. It is not a daily heart health oil. The fourth food is low-fat flavored yogurt. For decades, people were told low-fat means heart healthy. So they started buying low-fat vanilla yogurt, strawberry yogurt, blueberry yogurt, and yogurt drinks. But here's the hidden problem. When food companies remove fat, they often add sugar to make the product taste good. Some low-fat flavored yogurts contain as much added sugar as a dessert. And again, after 50, added sugar is not just about weight gain. It directly affects triglycerides, insulin resistance, liver fat, and inflammation, all of which damage artery health. Now, yogurt itself can be excellent. Fermented dairy like plain yogurt contains protein, calcium, probiotics, and can support gut health. But the benefit depends on what kind you buy. The better option. Choose plain Greek yogurt or plain unsweetened yogurt. Then add your own berries, cinnamon, ground flaxseed, or a few chopped nuts. That gives you protein, fiber, antioxidants, and healthy fats, without turning breakfast into a sugar bomb. And here's a simple label rule. If your yogurt has more than 8 to 10 grams of added sugar per serving, it is not a heart health food. It is a sweetened processed food. The fifth food is ultra-processed plant-based meats. This is a big one because many people assume plant-based automatically means heart healthy. But some plant-based burgers, sausages, nuggets, and deli slices are highly processed and may contain high sodium, refined starches, additives, and saturated fat from coconut oil or palm oil. Now, let me be very clear. Whole plant foods are incredibly heart protective. Beans, lentils, vegetables, nuts, seeds, whole grains. These are some of the best foods for arteries. But ultra-processed plant-based meats are not the same thing as lentils and vegetables. High sodium is a major issue. Sodium raises blood pressure in many people, and high blood pressure is one of the strongest forces damaging the artery lining. Think of your endothelium, the inner lining of your arteries, like a delicate protective coating. High blood pressure acts like a fire hose hitting that lining all day long. Once that lining is damaged, LDL particles can enter more easily and plaque formation accelerates. So if your healthy plant-based burger has 600, 800, or 1,000 milligrams of sodium, plus saturated fat from coconut oil, it may not be doing your arteries any favors. What to eat instead? Choose real plant proteins: lentils, black beans, chickpeas, tofu, tempeh, edamame, and split peas. If you buy plant-based meat alternatives, check two things: sodium and saturated fat. Low sodium, low saturated fat, simple ingredients. That is the goal. Now let's talk about the label trick that fools almost everyone. Food companies put the healthiest ingredient on the front of the package and hide the truth on the back. The front says, made with whole grains, natural, plant-based, cholesterol-free, low-fat, gluten-free, contains real fruit. But none of those phrases automatically mean heart healthy. A food can be cholesterol-free and still raise your LDL if it's high in saturated fat. A food can be plant-based and still be loaded with sodium. A food can be low-fat and still spike your triglycerides if it's full of sugar. A food can contain whole grains and still be mostly refined carbs. So here's your 10-second artery check. Look at added sugar, saturated fat, sodium, and fiber. For artery health, you generally want low added sugar, low saturated fat, reasonable sodium, higher fiber, and ingredients you recognize. That one habit can change your grocery cart immediately. So what does a real heart-supporting day look like? Breakfast could be plain oatmeal with blueberries, walnuts, chia seeds, and cinnamon. Lunch could be a big salad with leafy greens, beans, extra virgin olive oil, vinegar, and grilled salmon or tofu. Dinner could be lentil soup, roasted vegetables, and a side of Greek yogurt with berries. Snacks could be almonds, an apple, carrots with hummus, or plain Greek yogurt. These foods work because they target the actual biology of artery disease. Soluble fiber lowers LDL. Omega-3 fats help lower triglycerides. Polyphenol reduce oxidation. Potassium and magnesium support blood pressure. Protein helps maintain muscle and metabolic health. And whole foods improve satiety, so you naturally eat fewer ultra-processed calories. That is how you protect arteries after 50. Not by chasing marketing claims. By choosing foods that lower the forces that create plaque in the first place. Before we finish, let me give you the biggest mistakes. Mistake number 1. Thinking natural means safe. Coconut oil is natural. Sugar is natural. That does not mean they are ideal for your arteries. Mistake number 2. Drinking your fruit. Whole fruit is heart healthy. Fruit juice is easy to overconsume. Mistake number 3. Trusting the front of the package. The front is advertising. The back is information. Mistake number 4. Ignoring sodium. After 50, blood pressure can rise quietly for years without symptoms. High sodium, healthy foods can be a major problem. Mistake number 5. Adding healthy foods without removing harmful ones. You cannot sprinkle chia seeds on a high-sugar diet and expect your arteries to be protected. Let's lock this in. The 5 heart-healthy foods that may actually harm your arteries are: store-bought granola, often high in added sugar and calories; fruit juice and bottled smoothies, sugar without enough fiber; coconut oil, high in saturated fat and can raise LDL; low-fat flavored yogurt, often loaded with added sugar; ultra-processed plant-based meats, often high in sodium and saturated fat. If this video helped you, subscribe to 5-Minute Fitness Play and share it with someone over 50 who wants to protect their heart. And comment below, which of these foods surprised you the most? Your next video is on the screen now. Watch it next, because your heart health is built one meal at a time.